Welcome to this demonstration on the Deflection Check feature in FEM-Design 16. A new checking criterion is available for reinforced concrete, steel, and timber bars. Deflection utilization is calculated for load combinations, maximum of load combinations, and maximum of load groups, according to the user-defined serviceability limit states. In the deflection configuration dialog, we can specify the types of load combination for which the deflection check is performed. Moving from left to right, we now have to define the deflection length. Deflection length properties are now set separately for beams and columns. In order to modify the default deflection length, select Define and the corresponding type, beam or column, then right-click on the deflection length and set a new shape. In order to edit the properties or the deflection length, choose the question mark, the corresponding type, beam or column, and select the deflection length. You can also select more at the same time. The first option we can set here is the behavior of the deflection lengths, which affects the calculation method of the deflection. The simply supported deflection lines are denoted with blue arcs below the bar. The cantilever and column types are orange, and the not relevant types are black. If we choose not relevant for a specific length, it will be excluded from the checking process. Next, the relative and/or absolute limits for each combination type can be set for each length individually. If both are requested, the dominant one will be calculated and displayed. We can now run a check. The calculations can be run for load combinations or load groups. The utilization for each profile will be displayed in this table. The results are available for load combinations and maximum of load combinations. I'll select the maximum load combinations and the specific load combination type, in this case quasi-permanent. To display the values, I use automatic numeric values. And the utilization is displayed on the structure. We can also add the results to the documentation. If we go to the documentation module, select Table, and we can choose from load combinations, maximum of combinations, maximum of load groups, quasi-permanent, and bars deflections. The results will be then displayed. You can read more about deflection checks in the new features guide.